Hi, guys and gals. I've been broadcasting for an hour thinking I was already live, and for some reason, I wasn't. So, I'm live now. How you guys doing today? Let you all know what is going on. This is Farming Simulator 19. The map is Wild West by Chaz64. I'm Buddy 1927. And I had something interesting happen to me this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock, hopped onto the computer, started playing Farming Simulator 19. Every time I get on, every time I start the game, I always check to see if I need any mods updated. So about 8 o'clock I got off and started to take... I went 8 o'clock I got off, went to go eat breakfast, and do a couple things offline. Do a couple things before I got back on the computer. So about 8:45 I got back on the computer. And I checked my mods, see if any need updating. It did. One of the mods did. It was a global company mod. There's an update for it. So I went ahead and told them to update it. It updated, restarted the game. Then I went to my career, where I have all my maps. I had 5 maps that I had 5 saved games, and there was not one left. There was no saved games at all. I'm like, crap. So I closed the game. I checked my checked to see if it was in the file, and there was none. There was no saved games in the files. They were all wiped. Pissed me off, and I was pissed. Trust me. So I had to restart what game is this again? Farming Simulator 19. I had to restart it. And I tried to get as much cleared out as I could this morning. Had not completed it yet. Oh yes, was the tree nursery I was done? So I had to redo everything. I had a lot of games. I had a lot of games saved. I'd done a lot this weekend. I got 10 fields plowed and trees cleared so that you can the implements can go ahead and work. And got all that work done. And I started doing some auto drive stuff. Got that working. Was it miscellaneous, or was I in this thing? This is tree sapling. We'll just do that right there. So I suppress to do. I think. Okay, there's the coal factory. Wood chips and all that. So I started clearing out I cleared everything I could off the game that you start off with, except for the house. I accidentally deleted the garage and then placed it back, but I placed it back in the wrong spot. I mean, everything is just a mess. And I started taking down the fences from where the animal pens were, because you got to cut them down with a tree stump, a stump grinder. And I did that. I'm going to go. This is a global company. I'm going to get these 2 carton productions started. So nope, I can't do that. Or can I? Yeah, I'm just screwing this thing up. Nope, it's not letting me. There we go. Let's see if this one will work. Nope. I need logs and empty pallets. That's why I want to get the pallet factory started. So right now what I'm working on is my lumber area. So I can I got a lot of things going on here. So can I enter the building? Nope. I don't even know what this building is. Okay. This is missing press shop, factory. Okay, it says I can buy everything, so let's go Q and see if it works. Some of the global company mods do not work, and I don't know why. Uncertain. Oh crap! And I don't know why. Let's go ahead and make another road here. Gonna need a road here. I'm using 1.5. I got 8 square section here, so I'm using 1.5. The main road into this area is 16, a 16 size square. Two of these, 8 and 8 is 16. So what I'm doing right now is placing the main road, placing the roads. I'll go ahead and decorate the I'll go ahead and decorate the buildings probably a little later, but right now I'm building roads so I know. So we are going to do just a little bit wider road, so that way I know where traffic is, and I got this way I can also get a good idea where to place um, more buildings. We are going to have lots of ways in and out of this place, so that will help me out when I set up my auto drive. So, but I had a lot of work done this weekend, and I did a lot of work and I lost it all. And I saved the game just before I went to go eat my breakfast. I saved the game every time when I close the game. I save it. Every time I open, I check for updates. Start the game, I check for updates and mods. And it just crashed. Basically, it wiped everything, and I mean everything. And I've been working trying to clear everything up. You can see the smoke. It's coming from over here instead of coming out of here. So I think something's a little off. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos that I do come along. Also, that way you also know when I go live. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Every like I get lets YouTube know that my videos will be seen a little bit more, and also lets me know that people are appreciating the videos I do make. On any of my videos, go ahead and leave a comment. You want to say hi? Say hi. If you want to ask a question, I don't know everything about this game. I have a couple hundred hours, and I'm starting to learn how to build maps. I'm not a modder, but I have a few modders I like. I got a few map makers I like. I got a few types of maps I like. I got a lot of things I like. And I just check everything I can. If you have a question for me and I don't know the answer, I will try to find it and give you a location where I found it. I'm doing the mod reviews and map reviews on Tuesdays. They come out every Tuesday. I'm doing City Skylines. I'm having problems with my editor, but I do City Skylines on Thursdays and Saturdays. And I'm thinking about doing live stream on Thursdays and Saturdays of the City Skylines. Instead of if I can't get my editor fixed, instead of doing the instead of doing videos. I'm thinking about just doing live streams. Let me know down below in the comments if you think that will, you think you might like that. Let me know. Oh, I'm trying to turn here. Why are you not turning? Okay, now let's turn you this way. There we go. And we'll put you right here. This is the area that's going to be used a lot for the for the factories I have. Okay, I think that's it for the wood products in this section, in this category. Forestry, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, we got a sawmill. Let's see if we can get this sawmill placed. Yeah, let's place that right across the street there. Okay. Let's put this right here. Put that right there. Put that right there. Yeah, put it in there. We'll put the small sawmill right here. Okay. Let's go to this. Ah! We'll put the street in. We still gotta set up garages and all that. Come down, do this street. Okay. Okay. Now we do this straight. Lay out the roads before we do anything else, so we got a good idea where everything's going to go. I think this is all the wood stuff I need. On this map there's no mining, so we don't have to worry about mining this time. Which is actually a good thing. And I'm just going to do that. For right now, let's take this map, this road, and connect it to this road. Okay. Now, leave a comment or let me know if you're liking these streams. If you think I should do City Skylines as a live stream, let me know. I might just, yep, I think I'm going to do that. So on I'll figure out what I'm going to do, and I'll let you know. And well, let's do this. It's too wide all the way here. Okay, now we gotta set our garages. So that's under sheds. Yeah, that's the one I want right now. Tell you what, we'll just do it right here. Back it up a little bit. I'm going to put 2 of these sheds out here. So that's going to get me a total of 12 bays. But I should not need them. They connected beautifully. Yeah, that's what I want. I need to be facing this way. Yeah, I think this is the right way. It might not be. Let's take a look at it this way. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Oh no, that's a straight line. F9. No, 9. Okay, I know this is a straight line, so let me... Okay, that's as straight as I'm going to get it. So let's just place this here. Okay. Okay, that's where I need to be. R. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going. Maximize and pay. This will make timber, wood chips, and all that. So we got this one working, which is what I need. Nope, can't have access. Nah. Here we go. Okay, this is empty pallets. So let's buy. Let's get that one started. Okay, this needs empty pallets. Oh, I can buy that. Okay. So it's Q and enter. Q and enter. Q and enter. Okay. By hitting R, or if you hit Control G, it brings up your menu. But if you buy the building, you can go ahead and just click on it. And any of the global company, just come down here, hit open. Hit open. Boards. Input. And Q, buy, and enter. Sometimes you can buy them, sometimes you can't. But we got things going. For right now, I had not. This is a new one. I saw it. I just got it. So I just want to check it out. These doors open. These doors open. This is a mechanic shop. And it does. Yay. Okay. Repair. Repaint. Okay. Nothing there. Hey, and that opens so you can drive right on through. We can park some of the miscellaneous vehicles here. Oh, is there a light switch in there? Yep, there's lights in here. Yay. So light switch in here? Yep. Okay. Let's open up these bay doors. Let's turn on the lights. Yeah, we got plenty of lights. Sounds like I'm shooting them. Okay, we got 12 bays here for vehicles. All my forestry stuff is going to be parked here. I missed one. Oh, I accidentally hit it twice. So we got our garages set up. Got the lights on. Hit R, and this is pallets and wood chips. Q space enter and Q space enter. So we got some of these factories started. I got 2 of these. because this is by the snake, and the pallets that are made by this can only be used by his. I got a few of his stuff, so you have to use his pallets. This is one. This is also done by the snake, so you have to put his empty pallets in that for the charcoal and some other ones. So I got a lot of things going. Oh crap! Hit the wrong button. We got a couple more things we got to do. Place. First thing we need to do is place this. Let's place that. Place that right there. And miscellaneous. I want the large ones. Now these things actually work. They hold a lot of logs. These are the large ones. So we are going to turn these around like this. No, other way. Let me just make sure I got these straight. Okay. Put our log storage right here by the highway. So we got a large area here that we can store logs. I do want to, where's that silo? I do want to put here a counter so I know how much is in there. Yep. Let's use a single silo display. Oh, this way. Let me know. There's nothing in there right now, but let me know. It doesn't say anything, but once this is loaded, hopefully it will say wood chips. So we got that all done. So we get this area set up, we just got to paint it now. And I'll do that off camera. I gotta figure out which one I want to do. Got a nice smooth entrance. I'm gonna put a fence up here around part of this. I'm gonna put some fences and some gates. So at nighttime, close them up. Keep the teenagers from playing around. And we'll take this and send it back home. So how was everybody's Easter? I gotta remember what I said last time. I was talking good. I was doing pretty good. But how was everybody's Easter? Mine was good. Luckily, there's my mom, my sister, her husband, her son, and I live in this house, and because of the virus we are, except for my sister and my brother-in-law, and when my nephew can find some work. But my sister and my brother-in-law are working at a essential business, so they have to go to work. The managers for AutoZone. Both of them manage a store, so they have to go to work. And my nephew is unemployed, but he finds work here and there to keep busy and just not collect unemployment. He's just trying to figure out what he wants to do in life. He was trying to get into the armed services, and because of some stupid stuff when he was young, unless he can get it expunged, which costs a lawyer, and you basically need a lawyer for that. Yeah, I put the garage back. I accidentally sold it and put it back wrong. So let's park that in the garage. I like this garage. Doors will automatically open, and when you get far enough, automatically close. And when you pull out, it will automatically open. I like that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Let's check our tractors right now. Oh yeah, we can turn you off. Okay, that's still working. Let's go back to the tractors. Okay, this one's done, so we can start it. I do not have the automatic engine on and off. I'm trying a couple mods, and you have to get out of the truck, and you have to have the truck running or the tractor running before you can use them. So I just turned off everything. Yeah, that's the one I need. He can go ahead. He's going to plant clover here. So let's get him in position. Hit X. Get everything spread out. And then make a wide turn here. And set up the tractor. Come on out, and should be right about here, and we're gonna have a little hangover. And higher, and we got that started, so we'll have one field plowed. Okay, that's the one I want right now. And B, we need to clear these fence posts and clear these trees. Then we can start getting some work done, set up some stuff. Have to level this area. Get in here so we see what we're doing. And press the right buttons, buddy. So this is going to take a while. So does anybody have any questions, comments, suggestions? Any game requests you want to see? Let me know. Leave them down below in the comments or in the chat, since we're live right now. But if you're watching this as a rebroadcast, leave it down in the comments section. Come at this at an angle, get rid of these logs out of the way. Okay. I just like to say a few things while we're doing this. As most of you know, I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to do this as a full-time job. I'm currently on disability. I was a paramedic and a volunteer firefighter for 35 years. And I got injured at work. And I'm a workaholic. I was averaging between 70 to 100 hours a week working. I did a lot. I worked full-time plus 4 different part-time jobs at one time. Then I started working for a private ambulance company, and this worked Monday through Friday, but from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. running a 911 system for a county that had only one paid ambulance, and they had volunteers. They had volunteer rescue squads that would cover calls at night, but the volunteers all worked during the day, during the week, so the volunteers couldn't cover the county during the day, during the week. So I was working for a private ambulance company, and they got a contract with this county, and we did the 911 system. And we also provided paramedic level service. They were this ALS service, Advanced Life Support service. So they wanted paramedics level service. So during the week, and what they would do is call their neighboring county for if they need paramedics at night or during the weekend. So I had one ambulance. We had one ambulance stationed. So I had a paramedic on there. Actually, I had 2 paramedics on there. And I was on what we called a QRV, which stands for Quick Response. So I was a supervisor. So there was another call while they were out. There was the other ambulance there's county ambulance that was working. If they had a cardiac or bad automobile wreck or unresponsive person and stuff like that, I would automatically have to respond. Now their supervisor was only ALS. So I was QRV for the county, for the whole county, not just my section. We had the southern part of the county. It was a big county, and it's a big agricultural county. It's growing up to become a suburb because it's right between Jacksonville, and it has Camp Lejeune there, and then New Bern, which has Cherry Point, two Marine bases in close proximity. So a lot of the farms are now starting to sell their fields to developers. So this county is now developing. They are actually grown a lot since when I first started working there. And they've actually got a second ambulance now because the company I used to work for that I got injured at has gone out of business, so they actually started a second 24-hour ambulance for the southern part of the county. Now the southern part of the county had 3 counties that it bordered. The northern part only had 1 county that it bordered. No, 2 counties that it bordered. And all those counties were paramedic level. But now they are paramedic level. Matter of fact, when my company went out of business, the head of the OEMS for that county, and emergency office of OEMS stands for Office of Emergency Services. They basically run they're in charge making sure fire department. They're in charge of the fire department, the volunteer fire departments for the county, making sure that they meet standards and everybody gets trained. They're in charge of EMS. They're basically the 911 system that they're in charge of for that county. And he called me up because he did not know what happened to me. It's just like one day I was there. I got transferred, and he was kind of ticked off because when I got transferred, because he liked me. Matter of fact, I worked for him part-time on the weekends. Every once in a while, I work Saturday. I was always off on Sundays when I was working when I was working full time because I needed downtime. I needed some downtime doing nothing, and I mean nothing. The only thing I would do is go grocery shopping in the morning and veg out on the TV at night. TV during the rest of the day. I did nothing except my grocery shopping. I did all my banking online, which was nice. So I did that. And I had my own computer at work, so I did a lot of my stuff from at work while I was working. I would bring my own laptop because after I was done with everything I needed to do that needed to be done. I mean, I start my shift at 7 o'clock in the morning. I help my crews check off their ambulance, go over any issues I need to go over with them, I did that. I reviewed. I had to review all the calls before they were sent to OEMS, state OEMS, and also to that county OEMS office, and also to the medical. What was it? I can't think of the name of it. Not medical director. Yeah, medical director. Medical director is the doctor that oversees that county. He's the one that boards you. In North Carolina, you get boarded in. You have to get boarded in every county that you work. If you're a paramedic or ALS, you have to get boarded in that county to operate as a paramedic or OEMS. Paramedic or ALS for each county. Each county had their own medical director. And not like Maryland. When I first became a paramedic in Maryland, I could work anywhere as a paramedic. I was state boarded, so I could do anything. As a matter of fact, one time I was on vacation, and I was on vacation and there was a boat accident. I was on the water. And there was a boat accident, and okay, I have to do these. There was a boat accident that I witnessed. I was water skiing with a couple of my friends, and we were over at Deep Run, which is in the western part of Maryland. I lived in the central part of Maryland. I lived in Frederick County, and there was a bad boat wreck. Two boats collided with water skiers. Both of the water skiers were injured, and one of the guys was pinned by the boat that collided with him. So we went over there. My buddy was a firefighter. He wasn't a paramedic. He was just a firefighter EMT. And his wife and my girlfriend at the time both were nurses. So, and we witnessed this thing because this idiot had been flying like crazy throughout the lake. And we got on the horn with the state police because they had a boat on there. And when the accident happened, we went out there. We radioed on the radio what happened, where we were at. Sent ambulance. Told them we had one guy that was pinned. We need extrication equipment. And Trooper got on the radio. He's like, "Are you a firefighter?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a firefighter paramedic." He said, "Okay, I got some paramedic gear. I'll bring it to you." Okay, let's chop this one. I can chop this one to get rid of the fence. So he came out. His partner usually is he had one partner, and his partner was a paramedic, but he was on vacation, so they only had a ALS. He had an ALS person on board with him. And the state police handled all the Medevac calls back then. This was back in the 80s. And he got out. The fire department responded. The the ambulance showed up, but he showed up with his paramedic gear and told him I had 2 nurses and stuff like that with me and an EMT. So the guy that I took care of, which was the one that was trapped, he was the worst injured, but we had 2 other people that needed ALS, not paramedic level. So the nurses handled him under my supervision because nurses can't start IVs in the field and stuff like that. So I took charge. I started the IV for both those patients. So they were technically my patients, but the 2 nurses monitored and did what they could. The guy I had he actually had a severed leg on one, and the second leg was a compound femur fracture. This was the guy that was acting like crazy on the water the whole time. He had a water skier. He was cutting people off. He was drunk. But he had his right leg severed, and his left leg was cut off. Was a compound femur fracture. The boat that he cut off actually jumped him right where he was driving. The boat couldn't get out of his way, and basically the bow hit where he was driving, and the boat went airborne, and the propeller of the other boat actually severed his leg. It was a clean slice, which was good. Applied a tourniquet. Called for the trooper called for the Medevac helicopter, which was, I think it was Trooper 5. I'm not sure, either 5 or 6. I can't remember. They were dispatched. Fire department helped me with the extrication. They brought their hearse tool out, and we got him freed. His left leg was pinned. Also, his severed leg was pinned in where the boat hit, where the bow hit. Guy was unconscious. But I was giving him plenty. I had two IVs on him. I mean, he actually didn't lose that much blood, because once the blade cut him off, it pinched. When the blade cut off his leg, it actually pinched the arteries in the thing, and they actually saved his leg. When he was transported by a helicopter, they transported the leg with him, and a neurosurgeon actually was able to put his leg back on. Reattach his leg, that's the word I was looking for. Reattach his legs. And because because the way I took care of the patient and took care of the limb, they actually saved his leg. And plus he was, the helicopter landed near the boat dock on this lake. This was a huge lake, and we were on the other side of the lake. We got boarded on my boat. Well, actually, it was my friend's boat that we were using. But we got him boarded on my boat. The two troopers. I mean, I got on the radio. I was able to talk to the Medevac helicopter, explain to them who I was. I've already started treatment as a paramedic on this patient and all that. The two troopers transported the two girls that were skiing and transported, and the boat that the firefighters, their boat transported the boat that crashed into this guy. There was 3 people, a water skier and 2 people on the boat, and they transported the other 2 with them. And the boat that he was on was him and another guy. Where am I? Okay, I know where I am now. And another guy with him. So he was transported. We got to the dock, and I knew the trooper that was on the helicopter, who was the paramedic on the helicopter. He's like, "Buddy, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Frederick County." I said, "Well, you're supposed to be on Trooper 3. What are you doing here?" And the medic, he was filling in it was his day off, and he was filling in for the medic who called off sick. So he drove out and covered the helicopter out there. So it's ironic that the regular trooper that I deal with all the time, as a matter of fact, I ended up flying with him to the helicopter, and they flew me back and landed back at the dock boat. But he asked me, "Yeah, you want to go ahead and come in?" "Yeah, I'll go ahead and come in with him," because it was a bill. The guy was bad, and he was close. When I brought him, he was close to bottoming out. I think I got him. He was about ready to bottom out when we got him loaded, so he wanted me to come with him just in case he crashed and he needed another pair of hands. So I ended up flying with him. Went to the trauma center. Told the doc what happened. It gave him the estimated speed of the boat. See, that gets rid of the stump. Damn. And we were getting ready to take off. We resupplied the helicopter and brought the equipment to resupply the trooper on the water. So they had 2 paramedics. They have 2 paramedics, 2 trooper paramedics in that area. One just for the lake and one just for the helicopter. Which was nice, but they only had one boat. So That was the only problem with that. They only had one boat. They only had, and when the medic trooper wasn't there. The medic trooper wasn't there. They filled in with whoever they had. They had to have a paramedic on the helicopter at all times. And when I was living in Maryland, I was trying, and I did become what they called a on-call trooper. I didn't work full-time for the Maryland State Police. I did have to go through I had to go through what they call a BTLS. And I forget what that stands for. But I had to go through their BTLS class. I didn't have to go through their 6-month police academy because I did have to go through driving. I did have to go through their driving class because when it's raining or snowing, the helicopter is grounded, or foggy. When the helicopter's grounded, they still have to work. So basically what they would do, they would be, depending on how the weather is and what the weather is, they would go on patrol as only highway patrol. State police in Maryland isn't highway patrol. They do a lot depending on the county. Like in Frederick County, state police answered all calls, even though there was a sheriff's department there. Sheriff's department is considered part of the court and not real police officers. They're not police officers. So the Frederick County where I live, sheriff's department, they had deputies out, they had deputy cars, and they responded to burglary alarms and stuff like that. But the highway patrol also did. They did a lot. They did everything, like serve warrants, they did everything in that county. But like in Montgomery County, where they have Montgomery County Police, they handled all the police calls. And Sheriff's Department, it was Montgomery County Police Department and Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department did all the local warrant services and stuff like that, plus run the jail. So in Montgomery County State Police, at least back in the 80s and 90s, they only did highway patrol, and they served state warrants that was issued by a state judge. Montgomery County Sheriff only served warrants that were what they call a district judge. A state judge, it's a different type of warrant, and it can only be handled by state police. But the aviation department, when the helicopter was grounded, when the helicopter was grounded, they became highway patrol. All they did is handle issued tickets. They responded to all car wrecks, just in case a medic is needed. Because the medic would take his gear and all that. And back then, not everybody was a paramedic. Paramedics were new in the state. As a matter of fact, in Frederick County, I was the first paramedic, and that was back in '83. They had ALS. As a matter of fact, I was the first EMT in my fire department, my volunteer fire department, who actually got his EMT, not because of his work. We had 3 firefighters that worked for Alexandria Fire Department, and they volunteered. They lived in Frederick and volunteered with us. They had to be EMTs for their job, so they were EMTs, but I was the first one. I was the first volunteer to ever become a EMT since the department was founded back in 1810. It's the oldest operating fire department in the state of Maryland. It was an independent hose company. I love that. And their colors were green and white. I love green. But they did a lot. We were an engine truck company, so we had no ambulances. The city had ambulances, and some of the county departments had ambulances. We were a city-county company. We handled both city calls and county calls, but we did not have an ambulance station, at least when I first started. They have an ambulance station there now, which is paid for by the city. But I also volunteered at another department. I actually volunteered at 2 other departments for the city. I volunteered as a EMT, then an ALS person for junior fire department, which had an ambulance. I volunteered and also worked part-time for the city, so at the time the city only had 2 ambulances. And when I got my ALS, they hired me part-time to work there. And then, like I said, I was first paramedic. I wasn't ALS. I became what they called a CRT, which is a cardiac rescue technician, which is a little bit above, like in between ALS and paramedic. I can push some of the drugs. I can push only cardiac drugs. Other than my ALS stuff I could do. And the county actually had a volunteer CRT response CRT response vehicle, or CRT QRV. That's basically what it was. It responded to all cardiac calls and any bad traumas and stuff like that, because there's certain drugs that we could give and all that could help a trauma patient. But when I became a paramedic, I was the first paramedic in that county, and they upgraded the CRT to a paramedic only when I was volunteering. When I was volunteering, it would be upgraded to a paramedic. As a matter of fact, I had to carry my own gear. I mean, the county provided the gear, but I had to keep it with me at all times. So in my car, I carried the paramedic equipment, cardiac monitor, everything that I needed with me in my own car. One of the requirements if I hear a bad call and I'm close by and the CRT unit was dispatched or ambulance was dispatched, I could go ahead and respond as a paramedic. And I had a radio. Volunteers weren't allowed to have radios. Only ones that were allowed to have radios were chiefs. Chiefs and assistant chiefs. Everybody else, only the department vehicle. Like my department had a chief's vehicle. It had a what did it have? It had a, well, I can't even think of the name of it. It had a pickup truck. We called it Service One. And usually that vehicle would respond to all working fires. Because when we were done with the fire, we just packed up the hoses and threw them in the back of the pickup truck. Then get them cleaned up and go from there. It was fun. I enjoyed being a firefighter. I enjoyed being a firefighter, a volunteer firefighter. I loved the job. I loved it. I did it for 35 years. I've seen a lot more action than most paid firefighters. I mean, I was 16 when I started off as a junior firefighter. My first year as a junior firefighter, I responded to 150 calls. Now, junior firefighter was basically the gopher. Was basically the gopher for the fire department, for the firefighters. That's what you did. Now, you could, depending on who the officer was in charge, after the fire's knocked out, you could go. I mean, you had gear. You had a full set of gear, which at that time was 3/4 length boot, a fire jacket, not made out of Nomex. It was made out of it basically was a heavy quilted coat. That's basically what it was. Canvas was on the outside, and you actually had down duck feathers as padding and insulation. Tell you how advanced the equipment has become since then. Now you got Nomex and I think, yeah, Kevlar now, and some in the fire gear. So it's changed a lot in the 35 years that I was a firefighter, and I enjoyed it. But yep, clear these fence posts out of here. Clear these. I wish my saved games did not get wiped. And if you are using the global company and you update it, let me know if the same thing happened to you, or if there was just something I did that wasn't supposed to do. I mean, all my mods were there, but all my games were gone. I did try to pull up Pleasant Valley Collaboration. It still wouldn't let me load unless I turned off seasons, and I wanted the seasons to be on. So I don't know what's going on with that map. But I lost that. It ticked me off. And there was a new update for this map today, as a matter of fact, when I went to go look for the link to set up the description. So if we're on the Wild West map by Chaz64. So if you, I've shown you a little bit. While we're cutting this stuff down. This is a 16 times map. It has, I think, a total of Yeah, no, 74, 75 places. So you got a lot of large fields. You got 2 forestries. You got a lot of areas for placeables. That's why I like his maps. He sets his maps up. Oh, okay, got both of them. Okay. He sets his maps up so you get areas to put down your placeables. The only problem is I like to keep all my equipment, and I like to keep all the farming stuff together in one location since we are actually in the middle of the map. That's why I'm going to be redoing leveling map field 17. We're going to put some big stuff down there, but we're going to have some. I had it all set up, just finished setting up all the equipment, not the equipment, the placeables in this area, and just finished painting everything. I had roads, had my gravel areas, had everything done that I needed to be done, and the game just got wiped from that update. And that's happened to me before on other updates. I don't know if it's the update or something I was using at the time and it just ended up accidentally wiping everything out. I just don't know. So, but I'm having problems with my editor, so that's why I haven't done any City Skylines, because I can't edit the videos. I can give you an unedited version, but it'd be 45 minutes long. So what I'm thinking about doing, since Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays I do Farming Simulator 19 as a live stream, I'm thinking about just doing City Skylines as a live stream. And do it like have it set just for 2 hours each day, Thursday and Saturday. And I might change a few things. Around, and I got to redo my banner if I do that. So what I was thinking about doing, and it just came into my head, I was thinking maybe next Monday I'll just have my mod and map reviews, do that on Mondays, do live streams Monday, do live streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Do 3. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5 days. So do 3 days of Farming Simulator 19 in a row, then do 2. Is that all? Are we done with this? Yay! Nope, we're not. I got some more over there. And do City Skylines on Friday and Saturday. Trying not to cut down that tree. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll do that. If I can't get this editor to work, I think that would be easier for me too. Let me get out. I think I do that. So I gotta change my banners. So do live stream Tuesday, Thursday. What am I hitting? I don't know. Tuesday, Thursday, do 3 hours of. I don't know if I want to do 3 hours. If I want to do, I need to start doing something. That tree's just in the way. I'll get rid of that stump when I come back and grind all these stumps up. I don't want to cut that tree down by accident. I want it chipped. That's a tree that we can chip. Always need wood chips. I got a lot of factories that need wood chips. And there's certain trees that the scorpion cannot cut down because it's not allowed. All these special trees, only trees you can cut down are pine trees or spruce trees, whatever you want to call them. Those are the only ones you can log. And since I'll be cutting around some fields for right now, we're going to be cutting down a lot of regular trees, so I want to chip them if I can. And I think we're done with this section. And I think we go down the field. My plow is done. I might just bring my plow over here. I need to plow a section. But we gotta get rid of all these fence posts out of the way and all these trees out of the way before we can do that. Yeah, I think it's time to check. Yeah, I can go ahead and hire. Oh, I gotta start it first. Then hire. Okay. Okay, this one. Where are we gonna send him? He just finished 12. So let's send him to 13. And what I do is, let me show if anyone's at this joint. I'll show you what I own. These are the ones I own right now. And way I start all my new fields is I lime them, and then I will plow them, because I have both lime needed and plowing needed. So basically, lime and plowing is about every time the field, three to 4 days, 3 or 4 times when the field is worked. You need to relime it and you need to replow it. So what I do is I just set up the cycle. This field doesn't need lime, but I'll go ahead and lime it now. I'll go ahead and plow it now and reset it to be where we can plant, where when it needs plowing, it will also get lime. So at the same time. And then all I have to do on the other times, we'll just cultivate and then plant. Okay, we are done here. This is field 11. Let's go ahead and start that up. We need to be over there. So next field. So let's fold this up. We got the next field lime. We got the next field. We got the next field that needs plowing. We're kind of going in a circle right now. Okay, what do I want this field? Oh yeah, I want this field to be canola. I want at least 2 fields of canola. This is a good sized field. Sunflower, and I need 2 fields of sunflower. And I just thought of something. Corn. There we go. Canola. I do have traffic off. There's no trains on this map. There's no barges on this map. But it's a nice map. Here, we turn that off. There we go. Let's go ahead and go back to what we were doing. We'll start chipping these stuff down. I still got to record a video for tomorrow. Avalon, how you doing today, my man? Chat's a little slow. I know that much, so how you been today? How was your Easter? Well, and if you're still on, let me ask you this one question. I'm having problems with my editor right now, editing videos. And an idea came into my head. What do you think about live stream city skylines? Let me know if you think I should live stream those. I'm gonna cut these trees down. I want them wood chips. Or I could do 2 days of Farming Simulator 19 live stream, 2 days of City Skylines, and possibly do mod reviews and map reviews, mod and map reviews for City Skylines. That's an idea. So I still have to be able to produce, edit those videos. Map and mod reviews aren't that long, so I should be able to edit them if my editor works. Be friendly to me. Oh, we got left is this line. Cool. Let me just get rid of these fence posts. And then the first area we clear is the area that we need to get plowed, the field that we need to get plowed. So we don't have that little indentation no more. So that fence post over there I gotta take care of. These are the problems that happen when you are a YouTuber. Games get wiped, and you gotta start all over again. After you put hours and hours getting ready and spent the whole weekend getting ready. Took 2 hours off Sunday just to spend Easter with my family and Easter dinner with my family. Average 26 minutes. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and get things done today. Let's see, this started at 8 a.m. this morning. Actually 8 a.m. for me. It's almost the same time. I'm about, how many? It's 14:45 and it's 14:13, so it's about half an hour time difference right now with this map. That's a lot. I gotta check on Steam and see how many hours I got into this game now. I mean, I got over 1,000 hours on City Skylines playtime, and last time I checked the time I've been playing this game, I had about 400 hours. I mean, when this game first came out, I liked it, I played it, and then I stopped and hadn't played it for 8 months. But then I started playing it again, and I said, hey, let me do a live stream, because I was trying to figure out how to do a YouTube video on this game. But it doesn't translate as well in a video as it does live streaming. And what is funny is that since I've been doing these live streams, my my watch time has gone up over 143%. My rebroadcasts of these videos are doing better than my other videos, my regular videos. They're in my 28-day look at my channel. The top 10 are all live stream videos with most views. I find that ironic, because I know how much I have right now. Right now I got one person watching this, and it's probably Albalon. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But he's a good guy. I like him. He gets on here and likes to say hi. And I need about 100,000 of him, and I'll be set for life. But I average about 10 views on a live stream right now. When I first started, I was averaging 2. So I'm gaining more viewers during the live streams. Of course, I'm not live streaming at the right time, to be honest with you. I'm thinking about redoing my live streams time and do it from 6 to 8. My fiance, I am engaged. She lives in China right now. So I chat with her at 8:30 at night to about 9:30. We chat every hour at night, or almost every other day. And that's morning for her. It's nighttime for me. She's like 11 hours behind us, or something like that. I can't figure that out. If they're ahead or behind, I can't figure that out. But she's stuck in China right now, but she's coming here once the borders open. She's gonna come here and marry me and live with me, and gonna get a new place and get some things going on. I'm on disability. I don't make that much. She works, and she will have no problem finding a job over here. As a matter of fact, her family runs a hotel and resort business in China, and they would like to open a place up here and start their business here in America. But she might open one up here, and so we might end up moving somewhere. She wants to live by the beach, which I have no problem with. I mean, I don't have permission. You lie? I chopped it down, didn't I? You mean I had no access? This is my property. I can cut down anything on my property. I own it. Oh, I own everything in the middle of this map. Tell me I can't do that. Oh. No, I don't want to cut that down. Just want to get rid of these fence posts. And we'll cycle through again and see where I need to move my tractors around. And this should be the last one. That should be the last one. So let's turn this thing off. And let's go park it across the street. And we'll go ahead and get this thing set up. Cut down these trees in this area. I'm going to do one section today. Start leveling it. So I put a road down through here. Get rid of that little bump out. Have everything leveled off of here. And let's have a road go straight through here. Have everything branched off of here. Hey, I got a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I wish it would tell me who it was. But thanks for subscribing. That makes it $3.95. Only 605 more to go. Yay! But thanks for subscribing. That helps my channel. Also, I said it before, I'll say it again. If you want to help this channel grow, tell your friends. Hit the like button. And you want to support this channel, check out my merch, my store. It's down below in the description. Also, I have my website there at buddy1927.live, and I think it's buddy1927.live/merch. So check it out. Well, Mr. Sky, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm going to be redoing some things on my channel here. I want to ask you a question. Right now, I do live stream on Farming Simulator 19 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm having problems with my editor. I usually do city skyline videos on Thursdays and Saturdays. I was thinking maybe doing live streaming on Thursday and Saturday of city skylines. I do a mod and map review on this channel on Tuesdays right now. of Farming Simulator 19. So I was thinking about redoing my videos and do my mod and map review on Mondays. Do Farming Simulator 19 live on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then doing live stream of City Skylines on Friday and Saturday. What do you think? Think that'd be a good idea? Would you watch it? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh crap, I need to go back to that. And let's hop out of here. I don't know what happened here. It was on. And this was straight. Okay, they should have links. I got to figure out what happened. Let's go to buddy1927.live. That's my website. My merch is also on that website too, so I will send you to my shop. Now let's straighten that out. Turn this off, get out of this. No, I don't need this one. Don't need this one yet. I need my chipper. I need this one. I'm gonna chip down some trees. Okay, turn that on. Yeah, oh, see, I'm disabled, so I need something to keep me busy. I used to work like 100 hours a week, and when I became disabled, I haven't, and I fell into a deep depression, and I was a paramedic firefighter for 35 years, and all the calls, I started having post-traumatic stress. So I need something to keep me busy. So, and I used to work 6 days a week, and I would have one day off. It was depending on how my job was that day. So, what do you stream? Do you do City Skyline? I'll check out your channel when I get off. Today I gotta record some stuff and upload some stuff if I can get my editor to work. I'll find another editor I can use. That should be enough. Yeah, it's a big enough area to get vehicles in and out. I'm going to go ahead and get this field ready. So I need to clear these trees away. Thank you. Yeah, it does work better, doesn't it? Oh, I did not notice that. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Skies. I need these wood chips. I like those games. I don't have the Euro one. I have the American Trucking. And of course, Farming Simulator 19. I actually started. I played this game when it first came out. The original Farming Simulator, and I loved it. And then I started playing some of the other ones. I skipped a couple of them because I was working full time and just couldn't play all the games I wanted to play. But when I became disabled, I started playing some other games. I like the uh-oh. Okay, some of this happened. But something happened to the stream. Yeah, I'm stuck. But I played other video games, and I've been playing video games since the 70s. Since the late 70s. I used to play World of Warcraft like crazy, but now I can't because I have neuropathy. Okay, there, it's cleared up now. Now it's gone back to excellent. So things happen. But I played a lot of shooter games. I used to play a lot of strategy. I play a lot of strategy games. Keep my mind active. Make me think. And this game makes me think. Because what am I going to plant? What do I need? What should I plant? And since Global Company come out, what factories do I need? And then now I gotta figure out what those factories all need. So. I'm I'm from the East Coast of the United States. I've literally lived up and down the East Coast. I've lived in Massachusetts, New York, um, Maryland, Virginia, um, Florida. I'm trying to remember. And I now live in North Carolina, or what they call North Kakalaki. I'm a redneck. But I live in North Carolina. You, I live in North Carolina. I've been to London. I've been to the UK. I love your country. Um, and I have a friend who lives in London, and I got some relatives that live in Ireland. I'm a redhead. I also got some relatives that live in England. But I've only been to London once, and that was back in 1976. And London was in a severe drought. So, I mean, the Thames in London was only a trickle, and boats were beached on both sides of the bank. And when it hadn't rained for like months, and when we got there, and it's my father. We were there for 2 weeks. He was getting his doctorate from Suffolk, University of Suffolk in England, and we had to go there for 2 weeks because he had to finish up some stuff. He was doing this online, and he had to finish by correspondence. It wasn't online then; it was correspondence, and he had to do some work there to finish up on his doctorate for 2 weeks, and we went there. The whole 2 weeks it rained and rained. It did not stop raining. When we left, the very next day, y'all went right back into the drought. My father has a black cloud that follows him. Is basically what happens. And we went to Cape Cod in Massachusetts the next summer because we spent 2 weeks in England. But the next summer we spent our time in he has 2 weeks he can take off a year, so he always takes them off at the same time. He was a pastor, so we always took it off at the same time each year. He always got a fill-in pastor while he was out, and if he didn't have an associate pastor. But we went to Cape Cod, and we were out on the beach. It was a nice sunny day. All of a sudden, this black cloud, these storm clouds started coming, started sprinkling. And something was going on at the other end of the beach. And my father and his friend, who was with us, jogged down to see what was going on. As soon as he left, it stopped raining, the sun came out. And they were gone for about an hour and a half. And when they came back, it was the dark clouds went with him. And when he came back, those dark clouds followed him again and it started raining. We had to get off the beach. So hang on one second. I gotta see something. Oh, come on. That's my fiance. Okay, I like it. I read your comment. That's nice. Unfortunately, I only have 2 monitors, and I actually need 3 because I use Steam Labs to do my live streams on. So I need a monitor for that, and I need a monitor for YouTube. Okay, got this section cleared now. Okay. Yeah, drive up the mountainside. Ugh. Learn to drive, buddy. Okay, we got that section cleared. Okay. Let's park this. Hop out. Let's just go get the tree cutter. And we'll cut down the trees on this side. So I can get that field cloud. I know you're here somewhere. So we got. I've had an interesting life. I've been to England, been to Ireland, been to Canada. I actually traveled for work. I've been to Japan, the Philippines. Let me grab these while I'm doing it. I'm trying to think of other places I've been. Let's go in here. Lift up. Oh, I forgot to set the settings. 6. Which one is power off? HUD. Why is it not showing me the cutting? Why do I have a cover? Something's going on here. It's not showing my cutting. Let me hop out. Where's the tractor? Hop back in. Close what cover? Something's going on here. Left control Y. What the heck is that? I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. I need to. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Something is going on here, and I've lost half my controls for this thing. So, I'm going to end it here. Hopefully, see what is tomorrow's Tuesday. So hopefully Wednesday, I'll have everything fixed. Again, if you're new to my channel, go ahead, hit subscribe and like button, button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos that I do come along, and also when I go live. And do me a favor, hit that like button. Every like I get helps me get shown a little bit more on YouTube. And as always, tell your friends about me. Tell them to subscribe. As always, have fun playing your games. Be safe out there in the world. Mr. Skies and Avalon, you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.